The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Corvallis, Reser Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling.
How the fuck is notify me not? What the fuck, man?
Broncos will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Oregon State Beavers offense will have the football first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Guys, let's talk for just a minute about Oregon State. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
So Boise State's offense will take the field for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players. And
brings into the open.
That's ridiculous.
Touchdown, Boise State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
That's why I love this offense running this option play, because if this running back gets the ball on the perimeter in space, he is so deadly and he's lethal. And he showed you right there. This guy's got a lot of tools.
7, Oregon State, 0.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Quarterback moving. The throw. Picked off. That's 18 of those this season. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The Broncos come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Surging forward on the sneak. And the defense carries the day. They win at the line of scrimmage, and they stuff him on 3rd and inches. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up
insane.
front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
The give to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First down here for the offense. Might as well give it to him again. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Under fire. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play, and he finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down. Got to have success, but to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he's got a lot of confidence.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oregon State.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Fires on the move. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He wants to change this route. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's going to take off. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Beavers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to barge in. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be third down. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on third down? He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Right down the boulevard. This is now a 7-point game. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
And that is beautiful execution by the defense. What do I do with that option? String him along. Don't let him make a quick decision. Don't let it be obvious. Did a good job slow playing it, stretching it out. Everybody being able to run to the football, use the sideline as a defender. Nice job by the defense.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And they'll just down it right there.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
Turning it on. Past the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Beavers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boise State ready to send out that offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Riley. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to throw on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quick completion on the out. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Just going to keep it after the snap.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. And he's knocked down.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Broncos will punt this one away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Takes a handoff. It's Burrell. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Running back searching for a hole. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Leaves it with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Beavers want to move quickly. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. They'll try to pick up this 3rd down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. To the ground to try to move the chains.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and head.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And this is obviously not...
I'm so sick of this. That motherfucker. He runs up, then he fucking runs back.
start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hauls it in. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the option. Now the toss. Breaks the tackle. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Broncos send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. On the option. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense. To football. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. They go to the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to him on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
What? Okay, hold on.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down.
Yeah.
Now improvises.
Okay, go. I'm sorry.
Finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for space, it's Burrell. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Beavers headed quickly to the line. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
Well, it's one on offense. You know, you're trying to run the ball, get that established so you can work the bootleg off of that with your quarterback, but just nothing going there. The defense was in good position, and QB just didn't have enough speed to really hurt the defense on that.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. We're just about ready to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. On the ground, it's Burrell. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They want to run it left here. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
He'll get rid of it. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Oregon State. for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking to throw on first down. Finding open areas. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. On the run, it's Riley. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult for them.
Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Rides the back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the draw. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. Touchdown, Broncos! And that one will give them the lead.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
Oh my God.
And it's incomplete despite.
Man.
Serious arm strength shown there. The Beavers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Ash. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Broncos line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? They'll give it to him again. Makes his man miss. There he goes. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Makes the grab. It's Riley. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. It'll be a draw. Powers through the defender. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boise. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Things have not gone the way they've planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to him. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Beavers are in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and
just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Under fire. Lets it fly. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's 2nd and long. They want that clock to run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm.
Breaks into the open. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. And the Beavers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Burrell. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw again. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Beavers come to the line in the hurry-up.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. The Beavers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Beavers are threatening on first and goal. Pushes ahead. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They go right back to their man on second and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Jukes his way for more. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
Well, a lot of bad things happening on that play if you're on offense because, one, you lost yards, but two, you ran out of bounds. You've got the lead. You want to bleed.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about it as a defensive player. But man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Looking to scramble. Turning it on. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And when the clock's running down late in the ball game, every first down matters. Every second matters. Really good job by the quarterback. Dropping back to pass, scrambling around, getting a first down, and also getting out of bounds to save precious seconds as this one ticks down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. He's looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. Into the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown, and we might just have overtime on our hands.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
And a little bit extra pressure on this extra point, but it's good, and we're tied. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Broncos are threatening in the red zone. Looking for a crease. It's Riley. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Broncos! They strike first here in overtime.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point is good. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll go to the ground.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He caught it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Beaver! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. There he goes. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. He's up to 90 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. This thing has been back and forth now. 1st and goal as they try to take the lead in overtime number 2. Barrels ahead. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon State. Got it in to take the lead here in the 2nd OT.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
They'll start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Ash. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Riley. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Third down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. On third down, he drops the throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. One more stop by this defense wins it. Fourth and long in overtime. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Can't make the grab. The desperation fourth down play, and this one is over. I know how to sum up this.